This video will give you proven ideas for developing a better relationship with dreaming, which will help you to remember your dreams better too. During this video, you will learn the steps to better dream recall. And as a bonus, we're going to teach you how to use your dreams to get answers to specific questions, a skill called incubating a dream. Before we begin, you should know that we've observed many types of dreams over the years. Let's keep track of the ideas we're discussing on the left side of your screen. We call the dreams you can interpret message dreams. Not all dreams are message dreams. Knowing about the types of dreams is going to help you to avoid a lot of frustration as you're learning dream interpretation, because not all dreams are symbolic. People have other kinds of dreams too, like practice dreams, lucid dreams, healing dreams, or visitation dreams. You may want to listen to our podcast about the types of dreams. A link to the podcast is in the description, and we're going to display it on the screen for you too. On that note, if you haven't listened to our podcast, please subscribe to it wherever you listen to your podcasts for a convenient learning experience anytime you have a few minutes. In each episode, we tackle one dream. Then in the second half of this show, we take you behind the dreams to explain how we unlocked the guidance in the dream. It's time to go to sleep again, and you rarely remember your dreams. You're wondering, how can I remember a dream when I wake up in the morning? This video is about the techniques that we at DreamSpeak use to remember our dreams. First things first. To have a better relationship with our dreams, we need to have a better relationship with our sleep. You may have heard the term sleep hygiene. This is the idea that we need to prepare our bodies and our surroundings to support deeply restful sleep. Deeply restful sleep supports more time in REM, which is when dreaming occurs. Just like dream interpretation, the goal should be improvement. No one's sleep hygiene is perfect. Congratulate yourself for small, positive steps. Let's keep track of the big ideas to remember on the right side of your screen. Staying healthy with a good diet, remaining hydrated, and keeping active are all important preconditions to restful sleep. For most people, your sleep environment should be dark and free from light that seeps in. Allowing the full length of time you need for a night's sleep is important. For most adults, this is no less than 7 hours, but 8 hours or more is optimal. Avoiding stimulants or depressants like alcohol for several hours before bedtime is important. Both of these take a long period to be metabolized, and if they are still in our system while sleeping, we will have more disrupted sleep and more time awake in the night. Eating too close to bedtime can make you sleep more lightly because your digestion is still working hard. Avoiding screen time for a set period before bed helps sleep be more restful. Make sure the room temperature is adjusted for your comfort as you sleep. You may find it fun and informative to get a fitness band that allows you to monitor your sleep. You can use this data to discern which lifestyle changes might help you get better rest. The most important technique of all is setting an intention to remember a dream. We're going to offer several examples of ways that you can phrase your intention. Whatever intention you choose, be consistent in setting your intention every night. There is never a point you reach where setting an intention ceases to be helpful. We have been setting an intention for dreaming nearly every night for more than a decade. Be experimental and playful with your intentions. Vary them to keep your own interest, and watch what kinds of dreams they bring into your life. Based on our experiences, we've found the most effective time for setting an intention is when you're getting into bed and getting settled to rest. You can also do this for daytime sleeping. Some people like to ritualize the transition into sleep to open themselves to the possibilities of dreaming. One idea is to put your journal or pen and paper on your nightstand. You could state your intention as you turn out your light. You may wish to engage in a process of reflection on your day, or a prayer or meditation practice of your own design to help calm yourself for sleep. A subtle but important point is about mindset. Improving your relationship with dreaming has a lot to do with valuing the experience of dreaming. As you state your intention, if you can generate positive emotional states such as openness, receptiveness, excitement, or anticipation for a dream, it can help you remember your dreams and dream more vividly. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to share some examples of how you can phrase a dream intention. If you're enjoying this video, please give us a like and consider subscribing to DreamSpeak. Don't forget to click the bell to be notified when we post a new dream video. Dream intentions can take many different forms. We at DreamSpeak have found it is best to choose a single intention for each night, but feel free to experiment. Maybe you will find something different to be true. Here are some examples to help you get started setting your nightly intention. I will have a dream that I remember, so I can record it when I wake up. This is a wonderful dream intention to learn because it is effective and it can be used anytime. An example of a dream intention that a religious person might use would be, "Dear God, please help me to remember and record a dream, the meaning of which will help me to do your will. Amen." To a person with a deep religious faith, it will be natural to invoke the will of the Creator when stating a dream intention. I will remember and record a dream that will bring me fresh inspiration. This is an example of an intention that is meant to influence the type of dream and the way that that dream will impact waking life the following day. For some people, this technique can be highly effective. Try it out. Here is a series of examples that use a dream intention to fuel your waking life. Please let me remember and record a dream, the meaning of which will enhance my happiness, bring me peace, add to my self-understanding, allow me to help others. Come up with your own. Finally, we will share a special kind of intention. Sometimes we get a message, but we don't fully understand it. If you want further clarity on the meaning of a dream, you can ask to have another dream about the same issue using the following intention. Tonight, I will have a dream that will further clarify the message I received in my last dream. The thing to remember about this is that your new dream will use completely different imagery from the last. There may be some points of connection or overlapping imagery, but there likely will not. In spite of this, once interpreted, you will find that the dream contains the information that you asked for. This is an example of incubating a dream, which we will explore in more detail later in this video. When you wake up, remind yourself to value every small thing that you remember. I occasionally remember only a single image from a dream in the morning, but even one image carries meaning. For example, I recently remembered the image of accidentally closing a hinge on my wife's fingers. This was trying to help me keep proper perspective on a negative experience I had had at work a few days earlier. Because it was accidental, I was being told that the problem at work was out of my control, but the symbol of the injury told me that it had discouraged me anyway, and that I should allow myself some time to bounce back from it. You can get all that information from a single dream image, because the messages from our dreams are always timely. If you have remembered an entire dream, or even several dreams, all the better. Now, what should you do with this information? We have worked with people who have such a strong relationship with their dreams that they will remember them all day long and be able to recall them even after a busy day at work. But for most of us, including those at DreamSpeak, we need to record them to remember them. The best time to record them is now, When you remember a dream or part of a dream, stop what you're doing and record it. Recall as much detail as you can: the location, the people, whether it's day or night, the colors, and especially the feelings. You can never have too much information about your dreams. Keep in mind that every element of a message dream carries meaning, just like the words of a spoken language. Jot down or record even those things that don't make sense. There are two main places to record dreams: writing them down or using a voice recorder. There are advantages to each. Writing down dreams allows you to keep a dream journal. You may find yourself forming a special relationship with this book as you write it. As you fill your dream journal, it is fascinating to revisit the beginning of your journal and peruse a few pages. The insights you will get into dreams you had months earlier will amaze you. Although I title every dream I record, a long list of dream recordings doesn't lend itself to casual review the way a dream journal does. If you are a visual or artistic person, drawing sketches in your dream journal can be a powerful tool to immerse yourself back in your dream while interpreting. Having a physical place to write down your dreams and taking the time required for writing goes a long way to ritualizing the experience, which helps you build a consistent habit, as well as helping you to value your dreams. And anything you can do to value your dreams will aid in your dream recall. However, the time it takes to write your dreams down is also a drawback. I have found it takes me 15 to 30 minutes to write down a dream, while it takes me less than 5 minutes to record a dream. Recording a dream is easy with the voice recorder app on your smartphone. A big advantage to using a voice recorder is that it allows me to keep my eyes closed and keep the lights turned off, which helps me stay in the transition state between dreaming and waking, called the hypnagogic state, as I narrate. This has proven important to my ability to recall dreams. Some people recall vivid and detailed dreams easily, and this may not be a factor in choosing between recording and writing them down. If you choose to write, ensure your dreams are all going into one repository, whether that's a folder on your computer or a notebook. Ensure that you add a title and a date to each dream you write down. If you choose to record, make sure your phone is close at hand when you're sleeping. After recording a dream, we recommend titling the dream right away with a few words that stand out. Based on these titles, I can usually recognize my dreams from the list for several weeks afterwards. Then I can use the titles to notice if I am dreaming about the same issues repeatedly. When I am interpreting the latest dream in a series, I can better understand how to navigate my life by reflecting on several related dreams at once. The voice recorder will add a date for you. Recording a dream in the middle of the night is not uncommon for us, but it may compromise the quality of your sleep. You are the best judge of that. We often find that our dream recall is more detailed in these middle-of-the-night dreams, and that we wind up with recordings that can be longer than 10 minutes as a result. These dreams can seem to be demanding our attention, with important messages, which may be why they awaken us. Over the years, we have come to value these middle-of-the-night dreams enough to briefly interrupt our sleep to capture them. Incubating a dream is a term for getting an answer to a question in a dream or receiving more specific guidance. We have found over the years that you can receive an answer to any question by asking for guidance from your dreams. To incubate a dream, simply ask your question inwardly with an open mind and heart at any time of the day or night. It doesn't seem to matter when you ask. You will receive an answer to your question in a dream message, often the next day or within a few days. Bear in mind that if we ask a question that we are not prepared to hear the answer to, or if the answer to the question is beyond our wisdom to grasp, then one of two things will happen. Either we will not remember the dream, or the meaning of the dream will be too nuanced for us to unlock. One of the principles of dream interpretation is that we receive messages that we are able to take action on right away. If we ask a question, we will receive an answer, but it may not be timely, and therefore we may find the answer hard to comprehend. One of the best ways to improve the answers you receive from your dreams is to let your message dreams come to you naturally by setting an open-ended intention each night. And once you have noticed a particular issue coming up for you repeatedly, then incubate a dream to receive further clarity on the issue as we described earlier. This way, the issue will definitely be something you can handle at the time, even if it seems like a challenge or a stretch. Maybe you are a person who remembers dreams easily. What are your best techniques for remembering your dreams? Please share them in the comments below. Now that you are prepared to remember your dreams, we recommend that you watch either our video about big dreams or what do people and dreams mean next. Our socials are in the description. You can submit a dream at dreamspeak.us. Thank you so much for watching, and keep dreaming.